So greetings, this is Edward Jambo. Today I'm going to unbox the Timex 32GB kit DDR4 2133 MHz CL15 UDIMM RAM. So one of the reasons I want to do this today is because I don't know if you guys can tell, it looks like it's a little bit bent. So it's not straight, it's a little bit bent. That's most likely because they shoved it right into the into the mailbox, including the CPU. The CPU is probably fine, but this was very flimsy. You see, they didn't even like the bubble wrap. They didn't even use bubble wrap. It was just the cover. So this might actually be damaged. So I might have to return this. So that's one of the reasons I want this week to test this out. So unfortunately, my current system, it has DDR3. Obviously, it's Intel 2600 Sandy Bridge. So it's DDR3, meaning that I can't simply test this RAM. So I'll need to test it on the new motherboard, make sure everything's working. And I said I can already tell you can tell easily that it's bent. So hopefully it still works. Maybe it's just a burge. Okay, we'll see. So it's two pieces. Each of them is 16 gigabytes, yes. All right. So basically the purpose of this discussion is, besides being the unboxing, is this Timex 32GB DDR4 2133 MHz RAM worth buying in 2025? So for my purposes, again, I'm going to be the new workstation will be mostly for AI. I'll come back to that second, and build a Blender build. So what I mean by Blender, I script models using Python and get Blender to do it on the background. So I don't really need anything fancy. Now, when the GPU arrives, I might try to do some more fancy things, but for now it's just scripting. So I'll also come back to Blender in a second because it's relevant. So the AI, I want to train some very small models. So essentially, once I finish the shed, it's all related. Once I finish the shed, what I'll do is I'll get some sensors. Most likely there'll be cameras. They'll be pointed towards the hoop coop. So what that means is that during the day when I'm outside, or I'm about to go outside or something, so what I'll do is I'll let the chickens out so they'll be able to run around. And if I come inside, maybe to grab, not a bite to eat, but I want to grab something, maybe take a photo or something. If a predator like a fox, a hawk, owl comes to attack the chickens, the sensors will pick up and make a sound, chase them away. If not, I'll come out. So the idea is, so what the AI is going to do is, I'll train it. For example, it's a very simple bounding box. So essentially, anything bigger than a chicken is going to be considered a predator, including humans. So other way to think about it is anything that is not a chicken but is bigger than the chicken will be a predator. Now there are some things which could be really small, it could be predators, but you get the point. So that's how it's going to be, because I'm not going to have roosters for a while. So where the AI comes in is that I don't have time to say, okay, this is a blue jay, right? This is a crow. So that's why the AI will come in. The AI will be able to use the bounding box and say, okay, that looks like bigger than the size of a chicken, so that one it will make a sound. That's basically what the AI is going to do. I'm saying it will train, there will be data, it will train itself based on, for example, if it's a grasshopper, that is fine, things like that. Now obviously later on, when it becomes more fancy, things like worms, there's a worm, I forget the name of this worm. It's actually, I think it's red, brown. It has, I think the top part is red and the rest of the body is black. So that one is just a regular worm. It's harmless. It's actually doing mimicry. The dangerous one is when it's reversed. So those are the type of things where the AI will be able to train, and I don't think there will be any on the property, but you get the point. So that's the AI part. Now back to Blender. Another thing I want to do with Blender is I want to do something, I believe it's called VTubing. It's not quite VTubing. I'm gonna, what VTubing is some of the talks, like I'm talking right now on the camera, and then it takes my likeness and maybe cartoonifies it or makes it like an anime. So that is not what I'm interested in. I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm interested in is something similar to that. I don't know if they have a phrase for it, but what I want to do is something similar to that. For example, like today, I said I was outside building the shed. So what I want to say is when I'm trying to explain what I did or an adventure I had, I want to be able to maybe scribble on something and then quickly model it out from some base models. You can use my likeness just for example, I put my hand up, things like that. So that's why I said it's kind of like V blogging, but not quite. Meaning that I'm not going to be acting out everything. I'll just explain it. If I have to do some movements, I will. And then it will be animated, like a short, a very short video in Blender as an animation. And then I mean, it obviously use my voice, and you know, that way it's a visualization is what I'm trying to say. So that's what I want to do. So that one I don't need AI for that, maybe except for modeling the maybe the first characters, so I can use Stable Diffusion for that. So that's why the GPU, which is the AMD Instinct MI60, will be able to do that for me. Now, so as I said, this is a preliminary review because I won't be able to set up the system until two things happen. Either I finish the shed. I was hoping to have finished it today, but I'm a little bit behind. But I think also after I finish the roof, everything will go much faster. So I should start cracking on the roof, at least putting the OSB by tomorrow, and probably 1-2 days I should be done, including all the way around. And then after that, it's fine. So the other thing, after when the OSB is up and I put the wrap around it, and I get fault for the roof, what I'll do is I do have spare what do you call it, vinyl. So that's what I'm going to use for the entire shed. All right. So what's in the box? So as you can see, I guess we got two DIMMs, 16 gig UDIMMs. Sorry, UDIMMs are for the desktop. The SODIMMs are for the smaller devices like laptops or notebooks. So I'm gonna open it up here right now. So unlike last time, I was better prepared. I have my shears here. So let's go and open this up, which is interesting because I might have to return this. Or can I just use? Oh, looks like I don't need this. Let's see here. Oh, it's electrostatic, so I have to be careful. Okay. So you see I'm opening it up. The sticker. That sticker comes off pretty easy. Now, how do I... Oh, man, is there something else in here? There we go. And you can see here. Alright, so okay, it kind of looks like it might be okay, at least that one. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to, well, there, I lied. Let me put it back in here. Yeah, I think it sits. Okay, there we go. It sits there. Okay. Huh. Man, it's like what is going on? Why is it not sitting? Come on. Okay, what is going on here? Come on. Oh, it has to be on the bottom, is that it? No. Huh. Is it upside down maybe? Okay, that's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna set it back again because I'm not ready to use it. So, oh yeah, so it says here, I don't know if you can read that. if not, I will. So basically, it's each of them is 16 gig, so it's 2 times 16 gig, so that will be 32 gig kit. It's DDR4. It's for the desktop. I already mentioned that. Its speed is 2133 megahertz, so that's PC4 17000. The SAS or CAS latency is CL15. The voltage is 1.2. The rank and organization is 2R8 dual rank. Error checking, it's non-ECC. Remember, I'm not going to be running like a server 24/7, so that's perfect for this. It's unbuffered. The form factor is 288 pin UDIMM, and it claims to have a limited lifetime warranty. And I said if something's wrong with this, I'll obviously return it. Right, but that's the reason I want to get it up and running. So where I'm going to install this, it's going to be installed on Ryzen 5600GT. So in case you're wondering why I got the G version, the G is because that comes with integrated graphics. So I do need the integrated graphics because the GPU, the AMD Radeon M160 does not come with display, so you can't plug in a display. So that's why I need something to work with. And I could have used my current GTX 950, but NVIDIA is kind of iffy. They haven't said if it's gonna get legacy support or they'll just abandon it. So I'm not comfortable keeping it. So and plus, because it's kind of big and fans are spinning, I don't want it to be noisy. So I'll just use the integrated one. And I said for my regular workflow, it'll be perfect fine. It'll probably even be better than the GTX 950 because I'm not going to game on it. So this is the GPU, as I said. It's a Radeon Instinct MI60, 32 gig, HBM2. It's going to be used for AI and obviously the Blender stuff. And then the RAM, as you saw, it's a Timetec 32 gig. And as I said, I already explained the use case for Blender, Python scripting, rendering. I do use Blender as my video editor. Okay, so while the speed is on the slower side by 2025 standard, it's still viable for non-gaming workloads. Remember, I said I'm not going to be gaming, especially for Blender scripting and AI tasks. So and obviously video editing. So stay tuned for results. Obviously, it's going to be way faster than my current system. That's a given. So I took some screenshots here. So no screenshots. I mean, I took some photos, and also I took this from the Timetec website. I might be confusing Timetec and the company from yesterday. So I believe they're a Chinese company, or maybe from Taiwan. I'm not 100% sure of that. But yeah. So because I was trying to find some information about it. So before we finish up here, let's see. This is their website, Timetec, and this is the one. It's Timetec Premium DDR4 UDIMM desktop memory. This price is obviously, I wish that was a Canadian price, but this is clearly US price. So you can see they have different speeds, and this is the DDR4, and obviously I got the kit, which is a 32 gig 2x16. So this is the price. So converting this in the morning of time of this recording, I think it was just $1 or $2 less than what I get it from Amazon. And plus, because here you see there's only free shipping in the US, so if I had free shipping, it's actually easier for me to purchase this from Canada, from Amazon. Alright, so you can see here it claims it's optimized for higher frequencies, greater bandwidth, and low power consumption. That's actually pretty good because my GPU is going to be using up a lot of that juice. Increasing multitasking. Honestly, I don't know if that's a big thing in 2025. I think that's a given. You're going to be running multiple tasks. Even back in the day, you'd maybe run for example, work. You run music in the background. You would, maybe you're downloading something and then you're also working, maybe typing or whatever. So multitasking is not, that's kind of that's kind of a given in 2025. Even if you're on your phone, that's kind of a given. Even the most low-end device, that's a given. You're going to have multitasking. It says here it's also they're extensive compatible. I don't know what for voltage and temperature resistant, signal strength and software compatibility. Yeah, that's also kind of a given for memory. I thought what they meant was that you could mix different UDIMMs from different companies. I thought that's what they meant, but I guess they if I remember correctly, for example, this one is 2133 megahertz. So if I get something that's say 32, what will happen is the 3200 will actually it will actually run at 2133 just so for increased compatibility, which is fine by me. I said I'm not going to be gaming. I don't need the fastest memory at this juncture. And it says high quality components, selected high quality IC die that is undergone compressive compatibility. Okay, I'm not going to read the PR points. So maybe I'll be the first to write down their what do you call it here? First to do a review. So let's look at the specifications. I think I've already gone through. Yeah, I've already explained this. The only thing I didn't do is the size. It's I don't know if it's in millimeters. So it's 31.25 in height and 133.35 length in millimeters. Next time I'll bring my ruler so I can measure this, or tape measure. Okay. And you can also download the data sheet. I took a look at this earlier today. So as it's not really there's nothing else here. They just have I mean for my specific, what I want is this one here. So they already explained this, so I don't need to so that you can get that from your website. That's, I guess, a good thing to have. So this is where I got it. I got it from Amazon Canada. And you can see the price, it's $70, $70.99. So if you guys in America are saying, oh my god, that's a ripoff. As I said, we're in Canada, we're used to overpaying for things. So for example, if we go here, I would say USD to CAD, just to show you here. So remember, Timetec is selling it on their own site for, how much was it? $49.99. So if we go here, $49.99, that comes to about $68.67. Now, of course, some people, others charge a little bit more. So if you go, as I said, if you go to Amazon, it's $70.99. So that's pretty much okay, and because it also had free shipping, that's I guess the good price. So why did I pick this one? I actually just in the search, I just typed in. I think I just typed in like memory or RAM, and the first thing that came up was there was a sale in Newegg for, and I was like, okay, let me go take that one, but they were sold out. So I was looking, and I think this was the second cheapest, but this was on Amazon. I think the company I wanted, they left Amazon and they went to Newegg. Okay, so that's basically it. And you saw I opened it. The memory looks okay, and let's really hope, as it says right there, premium. I don't know if you see that, premium. We hope it's really premium. So I'll let you know if it when I test it, when I put it onto the system. So speaking of the system, the GPU is arriving sometime next month in September. Everything else is here, and I actually do want to get started. Now, the reason I can't put everything together is because I need to actually disconnect the current workstation, because I want to reuse the case. It's a mid-tower case. I want to reuse it. So what I need to do is I need to disconnect almost everything, and because I need to put in more fans. It only has one fan now, so I need to put more fans. Obviously, I need to disconnect the CPU. I need to clean it out. It's due for cleaning as well, because I'll tell you what happened. when it was in the condo, I took pretty good care of it. Then from there, I moved to a hotel, a temporary. We were building this place, and then from there, I stayed with my sister's place. So and then it stayed in the container outside for a while. So and then it's been here. So yeah, good cleaning would be nice. So I have alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, which I'll use, and yeah. So I'm hoping by the time we get some rain after I finish the shed, then it'll be nice too. Obviously, I'm not gonna like blast it with water. What I mean is I'll just wipe it out. But I'm saying if I have rugs and everything need to be washed. That's why I have to conserve water. All right. Now with that said, let's go back here. So the company is called Timetec. I'll actually go to their website and see if there's an about us. They don't mention anything about time. Yeah, they don't. They don't say anything about the company. So okay, that's fine. Please leave it. Let's go back to the data sheet. Okay, so if you want to learn more, I also teach. Oh, sorry, I forgot. So, oh, that's terrible. Okay, I'll fix that. Okay, that didn't save properly. Okay, I'll fix that. So the Timetec video live stream, you can see here. So want to learn more? One more time. I also teach Python and Blender scripting. If you're interested in diving deeper into coding or AI development, check out my learning resources below. I have the Learning Python book and Mastering Blender Python API book. They're both available on Amazon. The links are in the description. I also have a course called Learning Python. It's an online course at ojamboshop.com. The link is also in the description. And if you need one-on-one help, you can book a session for Python tutorials, Blender scripting, AI installation, or migration at ojambo.com/contact. The description, it's also in the description. So let's finish this up. While the Timetec 2133 MHz RAM is no longer cutting edge, it remains an affordable and reliable option for AI and Blender focused builds where raw RAM speed is not the primary bottleneck. Would I recommend it? Yes, with caveats. If you're on a budget and not doing high refresh gaming, this kit will serve well, especially when paired with a high performance compute components like the MI60 GPU. More to come after testing. Let me know in the comments if you've tested the Timetec RAM in your own builds, or if you're interested in learning Python or Blender scripting. I'm here to help. And also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more free